1976. The Seahawks and Bucks are underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end. Zone for a touchback.
Check 45 is about. Walk the pass. Here we go. Check it out, read.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
This is Carson, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Well, obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now they're dealing with second and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Now on second and 13. Wilson, that's complete into the hands of Carson.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Strip that ball. Gun. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Hey, 0-0-0.
Back to the air, Wilson after the pick six. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick six on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and said, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
Second and 10 now, Wilson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally wrestled down at the 11. 31 yards there and a first down. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Winston. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. So on 4th down, on comes the Buccaneer kicker, Matt Gay. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. And Gay knocks this one through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. So it's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game. Head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, are usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson flushed out right. He's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Levante David showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. 3rd and long, it's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
And that'll kick and go out of bounds just outside the 15 at the 16-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. They try and run on 1st down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. To throw, Winston. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Ready? Right 25. 50. 50 to Mike. 50 to Mike. Man, let's get some more. Run next. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
A 1st down throw for Winston. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. Carson looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
Throwing on 2nd down. Wilson steps away to his left. He'll run it. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Wilson forced out to his left, and this is going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being...
Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Now it's Carson. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Here's Carson. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. The Seahawks on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They run it with Carson. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack.
Taken down back at the 20-yard line.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis in his first half of action. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Ready. White 25. Sunny. Check back. Mike 50. Mike Hall. I'm coming after you.
On third down, Winston. It's caught. Jones. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for a Buccaneers first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Airing this one out for Evans. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Winston now. It's caught by Mike Evans. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Jameis again. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. Throwing, Winston. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Jameis now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Winston. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one.
Stay with your man. Spine. No.
On first down, pro sides. Darian Stewart there to bring him down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
The 38-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Get ready. Check 37. Shit. Got it. Kill.
Now a give right side. It's Carson, and the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. He's going to go for it all. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
So on is Jason Myers. He's hit from as long as 58 in his career. This will be from 56 yards out. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Alert 3. Hey, stop.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. There he goes left side. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Extra point by Gay is up and good. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On first down, Jones. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Again, it's Jones. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Hey, get 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
3rd and long for Winston. Open man has got it. It's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 38-yard line.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, They do not like to let it in without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. They'll run on first down. It's Jones. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. From the 36, Winston. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Jameis to throw it. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Gay's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Wilson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept...
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 22. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone. And this will be caught at the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 36 yards on the play. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Now Winston. And this is caught by Evans. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 23 yards on the play.
That's another Buccaneers first down. First and 10.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the interception by the Bucs D leads to a touchdown. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Check 3, check 3, check 3. Check, check. Lucky. 12. Check 49, Check 49. Front left, front left. Motion backfield.
Wilson going to hand it to Procise. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Wilson, operating from the gun, eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Devin White able to run him down for a loss of 18 yards, and it will be 4th down as well. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Mike Evans, 61 yards as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And they just ran the fly route there, didn't they?
You broke it down perfectly. He ends up catching that one and taking it all the way into the end zone.
Well, thanks. It was pretty simple to break down, though. I mean, that's just a guy going, running on the go route, making a play.
Speed,
kills.
Speed, speed. And what does it do?
It kills.
There you go.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Well, throw on first down with Wilson. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Winston, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Unable to stop KJ right there as he slips by for the sack. On play action, Winston. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. A gain of 22. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Green, triple T. Mike's by 4. Carmen. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. 54. 6-man.
He's got the first down and more past midfield. 30. 10. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there. And often you talk about the three phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. So now a two-point conversion attempt coming for Winston and the Bucs. Here's Winston. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Check Mike 45. Check Mike.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's caught. Lockett. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. They go play action here on first down. Flush to his right. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. Two chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a desperation throw deep. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point.
Well, that touchdown won't change who's going to win the game, but I think you and I know a few people who play fantasy football that may have had some interest in that one.
Yeah, that's one thing. When you get late in these games and they're out of reach, those touchdowns, maybe a couple people on the edge of their couch for the wrong reason.
Yeah, not just moral victories are played for anymore, are they?
This will be fielded at the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all three timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay. On first down, it's Jones. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. They're looking to throw this. Winston. Oh, he's thinking end zone. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Now here's Winston as his guys will line up and go for the two-point conversion.
Go!
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided? And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 44. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
To throw, Winston. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. After the sack on first down, Winston, and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Alert, alert, alert.
To throw again, Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier.